It's Thursday, March 8th, and your stories today are SEC wants exchange registration, Tim Draper gives his 2 cents, and MtGox trustee moves $400 million. Hello world, welcome back to The Comment. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission announced on Wednesday that cryptocurrency exchanges that support security-based tokens must register with the agency or seek exemption. This new requirement extends to platforms that facilitate the trading of tokens distributed through initial coin offerings that are subject to federal securities law. The SEC explained its logic and expressed jurisdiction on the matter, stating, quote, "If a platform offers trading of digital assets that are securities and operates as an exchange as defined by federal securities laws, then the platform must register with the SEC as a national securities exchange or be exempt from registration," end quote. This recent push by the agency seems to focus around protecting investors and preventing fraudulent and manipulative investing practices. The SEC noted that by calling themselves exchanges, many of these platforms might give the impression that they are in fact regulated marketplaces, subject to standards of a national securities exchange and the oversight of the Commission. But in reality, the agency does not review the listing requirements of the exchanges and the trading protocols they might offer. Shocking, right? Here's to hoping that these changes will become a bit safer in our ecosystem. After all, regulation can be a good thing if done correctly. Tim Draper, an American venture capitalist who has previously invested in Skype and Tesla and was one of the earliest investors in the internet, expects that cryptocurrency will be the primary means of payment in 5 years. Draper is known as the inventor of virtual marketing for attaching a brief advertising message to the bottom of outgoing Hotmail emails. But what does Draper know about crypto? Well, in July of 2014, Draper purchased nearly 30,000 seized bitcoins from Silk Road Marketplace website at a U.S. Marshals Service auction. In June of 2015, Draper wagered about $400,000 that Bitcoin would rebound from its plunge. Obviously, he was correct with that prediction, and now Draper's doubling down with a prediction that in 5 years, none of us will be using fiat, telling CNBC, quote, "Because of all this engineering effort, all that excitement, this focus is really on Bitcoin and all of the cryptos around it, and I think that's where we're all going to be using and paying with," end quote. I'm all for the future of paying in crypto for everything, but 5 years from now, that's a bold prediction. I hope he's right. In other news, $400 million in cryptocurrencies were sold in the past few months by the bankruptcy trustee of the now-defunct Japanese Bitcoin exchange, MtGox. Trustee Nobuaki Kobayashi published details of the sale yesterday, revealing that roughly $405 million was generated. According to the creditor report, the trustee liquidated 35,841 in Bitcoin and 34,008 in Bitcoin Cash. The published details read, quote, "As a result of the consultation with the court, I considered it necessary and reasonable to sell a certain amount of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash at this point and secure a certain amount of money for distribution resources," end quote. The amount roughly matches the number of claims made against MtGox, which collapsed in 2014 amid claims of insolvency. The exchange's collapse triggered a global regulatory response, and CEO Mark Karpelès was ultimately charged with embezzlement and data manipulation, which he pled not guilty to later last year. According to Kobayashi's report, additional liquidations could be coming pending approval from the bankruptcy court. What's important to remember is at the time of its collapse, MtGox lost hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin. Today, the exchange trustee has roughly 165,000 Bitcoin in his possession. That's a whopping $1.7 billion, which just goes to show that you can steal millions from people, lose most of it, get arrested, and still be a crypto billionaire if you hire the right person to take care of your money. The makings of an Aaron Sorkin movie. That's our comment for the day, but what do you think? Should exchanges have to register with the SEC? Is Tim Draper out of his mind, or is he a straight-up genius for his 5-year anti-fiat prediction? And how outraged are you at this Mark Karpelès' wealth? Let me know. Tweet at me. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to leave a comment. Join me me back here on the comment as I catch you up on the latest in Ethereum and blockchain. If you like this episode, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you didn't like this episode, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you get all the newest episodes of The Comment as they air by clicking that alert button. That's that bell-looking thing next to the word subscribe. If you missed our latest episodes, you can catch up on ETHNews.com or on YouTube, or just subscribe so you don't miss them anymore, silly. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ETHNewsy. That's at ETHNewsSy. And we'll see you next time.